Prepare yourself to go on a journey through football history, checking out some of the best players that have ever done it. Because today, I'm building a team with one GOAT from every decade. And I'm starting with players born in the 2R. These players aren't quite GOATs yet, but I'm sure they will be in the future. We could use Yamal goal at the Euros. He broke a loads of records being the youngest at everything. Could use Holland absolute goal machine. Vinny Jr. what a player maybe should have won the Ballon d'Or. But a player I'm gonna use is an ink. I'm not in an England shirt B as an English player. And when he left his last club, they retired the No. 20 shirt number in his honour. Mr. Jude Bellingham born in 2003. Makes me feel so old. I was born in 1983. Mr. Bellingham, you are the first player into this team. Once the team's complete, I'll be using it in one game. And if I can't win with a team of GOATs, and I'll be giving away FC points to you guys for every goal I lose by. The next decade is the 1990s. And some of the players that spring to mind here: Neymar, Zito, Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe even Kylian Mbappe, world record transfer fee to Real Madrid. Although he's not really done much there at the minute. Has he? But from the 90s, I've decided we are taking a centre-back. My centre-back, Virgil van Chico. He's won the Champions League, the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Super Cup, the World Club Cup. UEFA Player of the Year, Player of the Year. Well, hasn't he? Well, he hasn't won the World Cup or the European Championship, but he's a GOAT and he's our centre-back. Next decade is the best decade of all cause. I was born in it. The 1980s, and oh my god, we had some GOATs in this era. Philip Lam, what a right back, and he never got sent off in his entire career. Gareth Bale was born in 89. He won 5 Champions League and scored that incredible overhead kick in 2018. The Brazilian wizard CACA. Even more Brazilian wizard Ronaldinho. Still blows my mind that he went to prison for 5 months for allegedly faking a passport. Right, unfortunately, none of those players have got looking, cause there are 2 must-use GOATs from this decade. Ronaldo and Messi, I can only pick one of them. Between them they got 13 Ballon d'Ors and scored over 17 goals. I feel like this might break the internet, but I'm gonna ask you guys to vote on it. We'll come back later and see which one you picked. Next is the 1970s, and I was actually surprised about a lot of the GOATs that were born in this decade. Patrick Vieira, part of the Invincibles team. David Beckham, need I say more? Cherry on GOATs. Buffon, what if not the greatest goalkeeper of all time? OH9 Ronaldo Zizou. Loves anything to dad, but for this decade, we're gonna take a left back. Who scored the most famous free kick in history? Roberto Carlos. There's also a fact here that Roberto Carlos's thighs were apparently about 46 inches around. That's mad. I'm assuming that's both thighs together, cause yeah. His like can't be 46. My waist is 36. Carlos, well, coming to the team, you absolute GOAT. Now, into the 1960s, rap players like Georgie Hadji, the Romanian wizard whose son now plays for Glasgow Rangers. Ruud Gullit, like an all-round player that we all would love to pack in S805, cause his card is incredible. Franco Baresi spent his whole career at AC Milan. And one of the best centre-backs to ever do it. Ballon d'Or winner. First he won a World Cup with Germany, and what I love about him, his last ever game was at the same club that he played his first ever game for. I'm afraid none of them compared to this GOAT. He's another centre-back who spent his entire career at AC Milan. Paolo Maldini. I'd watch Paolo Maldini when I was growing up. Absolutely unbelievable player. I loved him. He's a centre-back. Oh my, he's an expensive centre-back. 2.5 million coins, you know what? He's a GOAT, he is worth every penny. Just realised how expensive and how insane this team is gonna be. We're back to the 1950s. This is a decade when my parents were born. This sport players like Hugo Sanchez. He left Atletico Madrid for Real Madrid, which didn't go down very well. Kenny Dalglish, the Liverpool legend that won 8 league titles. The Brazilian maestro Zico. He scored 48 goals and 71 appearances from Brazil. Then the GOAT that we are using today is Socrates. And the reason for that is cause the most random fact here, right? He made 1 appearance when he was 50 years old for a club in West Yorkshire Garforth, who play in the North Premier League Division East or whatever. I don't know, but how mad is that? That just blows my mind. Socrates. Welcome to the team if you want to be a GOAT. You're gonna like the video and subscribe to the channel right now. Which will help us hit 1 million before Christmas. We're back to the 80s and the question that would divide the world. But who is the GOAT of the 80s? Oh, Ronaldo by 60%. I thought it'd be a lot closer than that. I must admit, that means I can have this lovely 89 rated Cristiano Ronaldo total rush card into the team. I can't move on. We have to make an exception to the rule the 80s were different. You can't build this team without Messi. So I'm gonna buy Messi for 185,000 points and put him right. Next to Ronaldo, it had to be done. But it's okay because we've only got left the 1940s, 30s and 20s because there's nobody born before the 20s on FC 25. And we got for sports left. I'll tell you what we're doing with the final spot at the end of the video, but now we can move on to 1940s. And this decade produced a lot of legends. George Best, Johan Cruyff. Not called the Cruyff turn for nothing. You know Bobby Moore. Captain England team in the 1966 World Cup. Yes, Sobia Ballon d'Or winner for 1965. And of course, the 3-time World Cup winning GOAT Peel. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I should be adding Peel into this team, but we don't have a striker sports bear. And also Peel is very expensive. I now only have 1.7 million coins left, so I can't afford it. Which breaks my heart. So as a punishment for not being able to add Peel into the team, I will start the final game 1-0 down. So, the GOAT for the 1940s we're going to use instead is Carlos Alberto. And he's got an incredible goal for Brazil in the final of the 1970 World Cup. Gonna be Italy for one, in fact. I have a signed image of him celebrating this. I was meant to put this on my wall a couple of years ago. I've just forgot about it until this video. So, I'm going to buy him for 1 million coins. And welcoming into the team now into 1930s. And there's not many players in FC 25 that were born in the 30s. You've got Bobby Charlton, English legend on the World Cup in 1966. Or the man we're going to use another Brazilian. Not Paladar. We're going to be using Grincha. Won 2 World Cups with Brazil. And he was born with a misshaped spine. So the fact he conquered the football world is quite incredible. And I've just been told that one of his legs 6 centimeters shorter than the other. That's like that. One of my legs is about a centimetre shorter, and I do notice it sometimes. Grincha, welcome to the team. Gone all the way back to the 1920s. And the 2 oldest players on FC 25. The first is Puskas, who played for Real Madrid. And he had an award named after him, right? The Puskas Award for the best goal because he was a goal machine. And I'm assuming he must have scored a really good goal at some point. I can't remember it. I do remember as part of the team that smashed England 6-1. Not cause I was watching it, just I was told about it. We're not using Puskas cause it doesn't fit in the team. And we need a goalkeeper. We're going to be using the only goalkeeper to ever win a Ballon d'Or. Mr. Lev Yashin, as we like to call him, the man in the hat. Welcome to the team. What a beautiful goalkeeping card. This is woof. Monster skill moves, yeah. Now we've got no decades left. So for our left wing, we're going to have to take a GOAT from a decade we've already visited. And I'll be honest with you, I'd love to go back to the 80s to take Ronaldinho. But we've already got to players from the 80s. And I can't afford Ronaldinho. So I'm actually going to take another player from the 90s. Which is when I grew up watching football. And it is Mr. Neymar. Junior class player. Always been an absolute amazing FC FIFA card with this 5-star. 5-star not the best card these days, but we are going to bring glory to him and all of these GOATs again. Remember, if I lose every goal I lose by, I will give away 12,000 FC points to one of you. What have you got, mate? Oh, it's not that. Oh my god, they got so many Evos. They play this game a lot. The fact that they start 1-0 up is not going to help matters. Is it okay? This is good, this is good. Neymar Zitoa. You made an error there, mate. Thank you, no Ronaldo. You don't miss those, Ronaldo. Left foot, left foot. Left foot, left foot. Oh, the keeper had no chance. And I'm telling stop it, no. Socrates, we don't just let people, we don't just tune it down. Alright, currently giving away 24,000 SE points, which is about £200. Alright, little one too. Do you not like each other, boys? Come on. Oh, hang on. Just bury it off, you hope. I meant to shoot the first time I messed up. Right, we're back in the game. I'm changing formation. This for 2-4 is horrible for 222 for the win. That's decent, Neymar. Neymar's in. Yes, come on. That was football, boys, right? We're back in it, we're back in it. Oh, I was gonna get extra time. Forget about that one more. One more, let's go, Ronaldo. Boomo. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Who cares, we're winning. Let's go with a banger. Come on. It's all coming to that. Gather now takes a little bit of time to gel. Hey, this is like the World Cup final to me. Oh. Messi, can he score one? Can he score? Yes? He can. That, my friends, is game, set, match, finito. Oh my God, I don't have to spend any money today. That was one go from every decade. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see me use whoever I pack, then click on this video.